All right? I'll shoot your family.
I'm asking you to stop. I'm not saying.
How are you?
I'm saying, can you stop doing it?
Talk about problems, eh?
Guys.
Yeah.
It's the police! Come on.
Oh.
Get out the car. Come on.
Okay. What's up?
All right, we have a lot to talk about. We have Jack Doherty, who just committed a crime on air after threatening to shoot Jake Future's family. On top of that, I want to go over the Amouranth situation because I never covered her before, but what happened last night is nothing short of insane. The situation got so out of hand that the cops showed up, and honestly, it really showcases how money doesn't buy happiness. But first, let's talk about Jack Doherty. Alright, so Jack Doherty was live streaming on Party. Of course, he's with his new girlfriend, Timu McKinley. And then Jake Future said, remember when Aiden put me on an E-date with McKinley in 2022? It's just a subtle diss, really not a big deal, not that big of a comment. It's just reminding him that he went on an E-date with his ex-girlfriend. Like, who cares, right? But Jack Doherty completely lost his mind.
Pull up, actually. I don't go. I'll fight you with my broken collarbone. You're such a pussy. Like, I know the only muscles you have are in your little fingers, bro, because you're such a keyboard warrior. All right? I'll shoot your family, bitch.
All right, so what's really bad about this is who Jake Future is, because Jake Future, if you didn't know, is actually suffering from a disability. He is mentally challenged, quite obviously. Now, Jack Doherty has stooped so low that he's at the point of threatening mentally challenged people. You heard that right. And what he said was a threat, and it is a crime. You cannot threaten to murder an entire family on the internet. That's not legal. So in Florida, threatening to kill is a second-degree felony, punishable by up to 15 years in prison and a fine of up to 10 grand. This applies to threats made in writing, electronically, or verbally. Now, the real issue here is that he could argue that it was not a credible threat. Jack Doherty does own guns. His girlfriend had guns in the house. He has guns in the house. So he could carry this out. There is a reason to believe that he could carry it out. But honestly, I don't know if he'll get arrested for this. First of all, Jake Future would have to press charges. And then the original footage has been deleted off Jack Doherty's live stream because he's trying to hide the evidence. But even if he doesn't get arrested, at the very least, he should face some type of consequences. Now, I'm not one for deplatforming people for no reason, but in this case, he is threatening to murder people. It doesn't really get any worse than this, to be honest. So Party should shut him down, but obviously that's not going to happen. I will keep you guys updated if anything happens, but for now, let's move on to the Amouranth situation. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a disclaimer to give you guys my position on where I stand on this whole thing. I know I might lose a couple subscribers, but I'd rather stay true to myself than be a fence sitter. I don't like this woman whatsoever. Amouranth is responsible for tens of thousands of women spreading their legs on the internet for money. When she bragged on the internet that she made $53 million doing OF. What this did is that it encouraged tens of thousands of women to walk into her footsteps to try to make that money. And obviously, she's not the only one to blame, because if there is no demand, there would be no supply. And the demand is coming from broken men that feel like they're having this intimate relationship with this OF model, when in fact the person that is responding to those messages is probably some fat guy in India, because most of the money that they make is not coming from just subscriptions to watch the content. It's these interactions between the simp and the OF model. That's how they make a shit ton of money. And these simps are just so broken and desperate and alone that they are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to engage in this fake relationship. So as long as there is demand for that type of content, there will always be women with absolutely no self-worth or no morals who are willing to spread their legs online for money. So it is a problem that is coming from two different directions. That's just my opinion on the matter. Feel free to disagree down below, but that's why I don't like Amouranth and what she's doing to this world. Now, that being said, she's in an abusive relationship where both sides are complete scumbags. And yesterday, they had a live stream that went on for 18 hours straight, which I can only describe as a divorce live stream or something like that. Definitely something that should have been done offline. And Amouranth started the situation by secretly recording their husband while they were having an argument. And from there, it just escalated to the point where the cops showed up.
Understand, you always took care of dogs, yes. Like that's totally true. But like, let's be honest here. Like, you have more dogs now, and on a daily basis, on average, you spend more time doing animal-related stuff.
That's not
Let
true.
me finish the fucking sentence. Let me finish the fucking sentence. You spend more time on average doing animal-related stuff, you know, even including the fact that you have help, than you did, you know, when we first got married. You know, I know a large part of that's because of the quantity of animals. I get that. But what you have to understand that is that wealth, while that scales very well, your attention and your ability to juggle multiple priorities does not.
So this guy is berating her because she's spending too much time with the animals, taking care of the pets, instead of spreading her legs on the internet for money, even though she already brought in $57 million, which should be more than enough money to last several lifetimes. So that tells you what kind of person this guy is. And by the way, this is nothing new. It came out 2 years ago that she had an abusive husband. Even Penguin Zero made a video on it. She played the victim, saying he was forcing her to do OF. And then they briefly separated, and she just continued to do OF and bragged about how much money she was making. So honestly, she is not the victim everyone made her to be. A lot of people realized that a few months later, and I'm glad, because she was basically playing everybody all along.
Kissing black men while we're married.
That is not even true.
Were you-
Oh my God.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
We can talk about that, sure.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You had me go on Tinder dates that I didn't want to go on, and then you started calling me while we were at the karaoke bar a lot.
Me if you could have an open relationship.
That is no.
Oh, you didn't?
You were wanting an open relationship.
No, did you ask that? Okay, maybe I will sleep with Aaron. Did we say that?
That is
never?
not.
You
No.
never asked that?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. We're gonna lie to your chat now. Okay.
We're
Sure,
literally
sure.
not lying.
And you didn't give him the hand job in the
I
parking
did
lot?
not.
Oh, okay.
Correct. I did
didn't
not do
drive
that.
up on you guys together. You giving him a hand job in the parking lot
Dude,
in Chinatown.
So now he's accusing her of jerking off this other dude. Honestly, all this shit should be done behind closed doors. The fact that they're having a divorce stream in the first place is completely insane. Although I don't think the guy wanted to be part of this. And eventually he realized that he was getting recorded and he had a huge issue with it.
Consensual side recording state. What are you going to do?
Okay, so you're really, you're gonna do that? You know why? Because there's an exception to that. It's that if you are in your home, that's not the case. To slam your knee into my thigh just
did
now.
Slam, bro? I just
keep doing
turned.
this.
I literally turned towards you. What the fuck are you saying?
You keep hitting my knee or my thigh with your knee. I'm asking you to stop. I'm not saying.
How fragile are you?
I'm saying, can you stop doing it?
I'm sorry, I married a Jesus. So sensitive. The slightest touch and it feels like a hit to him.
I'm asking you to stop making contact. Okay, whatever.
What
Right. Me grabbing a phone that's in my face is somehow.
So eventually he kind of bum rushed her, and that's when the viewers started calling the cops.
That's fine.
Regardless.
I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well,
in my
then
face.
leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just going to be super defiant, is that right?
Shit. Talk about problems, hey? What the f wrong with you, bro?
Recording my
Leave. You
face.
can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera
The
view to
fuck,
me.
bro?
You'll see it in time.
I'll see it in time.
Who is that?
Right, I don't know.
It's not alarming to you. That's okay.
No, because we have police as our security guards, and Chris is coming around this time, so I don't know.
Guys.
Yeah.
It's the police. Come on.
Oh.
Get out the parking lot. Come on.
Okay. What's up?
Ma'am?
Yes.
You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. 514, anything under control. What's going on?
He's just going to
They say he's been assaulted.
he's special.
He hit you?
No.
What's going on? And you got live streamers?
Yeah, we're live streaming. He's just having a tantrum arguing every night. He's just losing his temper, but he's not being like physically aggressive. He's just trying to take the live. Because we were live streaming on the phone and also live streaming on the computer. We like switch between the two. And he took the phone like out of my hand and then I went to the desk and I'm trying to stop stream.
What we talking?
So the cops usually advise couples that are having issues to separate and, you know, go somewhere else. And I'm sure they have other places to go because they're filthy rich. But there are allegations that this was just played up and they're basically just farming content. It could be true, to be honest. Either way, this is just incredibly sad to watch. If it's real, it's pathetic. If it's fake, it's even more pathetic. But they continue to argue, and keep in mind, this went on for about 22 hours. Honestly, it's nothing short of insane. And there's this part that is really mind-blowing, and it showcases how much of a psychopath that guy is that he was complaining that she wasn't earning as much money and that she was only bringing in $1.something million a month compared to the $2 million a month she was bringing before.
We have a kick contract. And we still do OnlyFans. She does, right? The amount of money we make with both, with the exception of the last 2 months, has always been less than what OnlyFans alone used to make in 22 and 23. 2022 and 2023 and 2021. Back then, OnlyFans often hit a monthly of $2 million. Currently, last month we did over 2, but this month and every other month under the Kick contract, Kick plus OnlyFans did about 1.2 to 1.3. Sometimes 1.5. Actually, kind of frequently 1.5. But you get what I'm saying? So if you look at it, we made more money in 22 and 23 per month than we did any of the months in the last 2 years.
Who cares, you greedy asshole? You're still making about 10 million bucks per year, which is more money that some people will see in their entire family's lifetime. So who cares? This guy is trying to make it sound like it's some big deal and we're supposed to feel bad for him. Honestly, he's such a piece of shit. He has been e-pimping his wife for almost 5-6 years now. It's really sad that this is what this guy does and he thinks this is anywhere close to okay. If you have love for your wife, you don't want to see her online on the internet spreading her legs. So in the next clip, she calls the cops on him because now apparently he's doxing viewers. So I don't know what they're trying to gain over here by doing this 22-hour divorce stream, but it is a sad state of affair.
We just tipped $1.
It's hard to believe just
We're being
one shark can do
sarcastic,
that.
you
Listen,
baby
don't
dick
want-
C-U-C-K.
Listen.
You don't understand.
The difference
She's
is
finally
this.
standing up to you.
What's up? What are you doing?
Calling the police.
Why?
Because you're doxing at this point. It's dangerous.
What?
You have reached the Houston
What the
Emergency 1. All call takers are busy at this time. Your call will be answered by the next available call taker.
Honestly, the situation is such a total mess. I think we're going to leave it at that for now. But let me just say this. If you are a man or a woman and you're spending money on OF, trying to interact with these models, thinking it's a real relationship, please stop immediately and get help. Talk to your family. This is not real. It's not going to do anything for you. And please stop immediately for your own good. Because trust me, it's a delusion. It's a make-believe world. You're never going to date her. She's never going to smash you. Please stop. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, even though it's a little bit different. And I know my opinions might upset some people, but it just is what it is. Call me old school, but I don't think women should ever spread their legs on the internet for money. no matter how much money it brings. And this is a perfect example that it will not bring happiness. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys on the next one.